Roman's got to be all smiles. 83-73, back in the finals.
Higher down, Coach Griffin,
consecutive year.
Justice Williams, Jalen Jordan, Victor third. Coach, opening statement from you, and then we'll open up to questions.
Just extremely proud of these young men. This has been a journey and a process, starting back to the summertime, and these guys have not wavered in their commitment to Roman Catholic and the basketball program. And I'm proud of each one of these guys. They continue to work on their game relentlessly, and you know, they really thrive in these environments. And like I said, I'm just so proud of them because they play really, really selflessly together, and that's what this is all about. You know, so I'm just really proud of these guys.
Maddie, you talk about, we talked about this earlier about how ready you were for tonight's type of matchup. You knew this would be a dogfight to the end. Despite being up by 20, did you ever stop and think, hey, Wood's not going to kind of roll over? You kind of knew that Wood had a little bit of life left in them?
Yeah, absolutely. Give all the credit to Archbishop Wood. Obviously, John Mosco's a tremendous coach. They have tremendous players. So we knew that they were going to have a run in them. Our guys just had to stay with it, and they did. Even when our lead diminished, not one person in our huddle wavered, and that's what we talk about all the time: is poise, composure, leadership. These guys have been phenomenal leaders, and that helped us get over the hump.
Lynn, can you talk a little bit as a senior just how special it is to get back? Been here obviously before, but this year was. Maybe some people were counting you guys out, and here you are back in the final. How special is that?
It's very special, you know, just being able to come back to the pressure for the fourth time, and hopefully I can go 3 for 3 like I did play my freshman year. And to be honest, just everyone doubting us, that just makes us go so much harder as a group. Like, we hear everything that everyone says about us. All we do is just get in the gym, just work on the things that they say that we can't do.
And you seem to be a lot more locked in than usual when you get in the game. Where did that come from?
Just from that Bonner game, I think after that Bonner game, we just changed our whole mentality. We were like, we got to come out physical from the beginning, and no team can play with us.
Yeah, how much did these guys help you? Because it seems like everybody had their moments out there.
Yeah, I love playing with these two and everybody else on my team. We do a really good job of playing with each other. Justin's a great player, just overall, just shooting, facilitating, everything. Jalen's a great player. He gets rebounds, he can shoot the ball a little bit, and he's just overall a great player.
Matt, what kind of touch on, again, Hakeem and Seth move on, but you still have the senior leader, Lynn, and you have these two sophomores here who really proved themselves last year and continue to step their game up this year. Talk about how this specific group has continued to kind of gel together and gotten you back to the title game.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a journey for us, and that's why I'm so proud of these guys, because everybody forgets these two to my left are 16 years old, and Lynn obviously being the senior, but when you lose a Seth Lundy, a Hakeem Hart, a Louis Wild, not only do you lose points and rebounds and things like that, but senior leadership. So our big focus this year has been leadership and developing that, and so I'm just really proud of these guys because they have every single day have improved, and their growth has been amazing. Because we know, honestly, that's going to be the most important piece to them developing as young men and young players is leadership, character, and I am so proud that we are all here on the same team. These young men just make me so proud in that regard, and they have filled those voids so well.
You mentioned about 16-year-old kids. I want to mention someone who's actually younger than that. Freshman Xavier Brown just played his first game and started his first game at the Palestra. What can you say about him? I know points really didn't seem to mean much to him, but what do you look for in his role? He's been pretty much starting most of the year as your point guard. Kind of taking the place, I should say, if I'm correct, I believe he took the place of Hakeem.
I'm going to just say, coming into the year, you see actually small.
Yes.
He doesn't weigh a lot, but he plays his heart out. He plays hard for us. He knew he was coming in for he had to fill some big shoes. He was playing with two of the nation's top guards, and every night he just gets better. He comes to work, works at practice, and he tell him all the time, we're not going to treat him like he's 13, 14, 15 years old. he has to step up. Everybody on his team has to be seniors in order for us to win, and he's done that. He got a lot of heart, and he really stepped up for us this season.
One last question, gentlemen. This would be, should you go on to win, this would be, I believe, the 4th time in 5 years you'd win the Philly Catholic League title. What would this say kind of on the season again that you've been having? I know that, you know, a lot of people have been telling me that, yeah, Wood may have been the number 1 seed and Newman pretty much has all their pieces back, but everybody always says you can never bet against that team from Broadvine. What would happen if you got the job done?
You know, it would mean a lot because just coming from the start of the season. I mean, it wasn't as rocky, but we just had to come together. We're a pretty young team, so just for us to win this, it would mean a lot for all of us.
Fernandez, could you speak to